Welcome to another adventure, another food adventure with Getting Lost. What we're doing today is we're going to find another place that sells halal Chinese hawker food. Yes, so join me as I come somewhere around here to try and look for the food. So where we're heading to today is this place called Toa Payoh West Food Center. It's along Lorong 1 Toa Payoh, and we're going to go there to the second floor where the food center is to try the food there. Does that sound interesting to you? They actually have a lot of good non-halal hawker food, Chinese food there, but we're going to try something different there.
So, we are here, and that's the food center, which I mentioned earlier, which is the Toa Payoh West Food Center. On the second floor is the food center. The first floor is the market. So we're going to head up here to the second floor to find a hawker food, a Chinese hawker food, a Chinese street hawker food that normally is not halal, but this store it is. And the name of the store is called Deanna's Kitchen. And what they sell here is prawn mee. Yes, prawn noodles. Prawn mee selection, you can have it with the normal prawns, which cost $4, or bigger prawns, which cost $7. Or you can have it together with clams, with the small prawns, $7, or with big prawns, $9. Or you have a very big prawn mee, $13. You have it with crayfish, or you have the ultimate one, which costs you $39, which you have everything in it. So this is the menu. But this, depending on what you want, you also can have it with different types of noodle, dry or with soup. So these are all the different types of options you have. So I decided to have the normal prawn mee with clams, and it cost me $7. So here it is. First thing I must say is there is definitely a lot of clams. These clams here, I think locally you call it lala, but these clams here, ooh, so much, so many, so much. And it covers the plate, makes the plate look so full. I ordered the soup version, the normal prawns, and with yellow noodles. Look at that. Doesn't it look impressive? Doesn't it look delicious? Doesn't it look yummy? So I also got a small little, I got some chili powder. And this chili powder you must add to the soup because it does add in a very nice, delicious, smoky spiciness oomph to this dish. Adds in a spicy dimension to this dish. And that's really, really delicious. So you have the yellow noodles, which they actually cook very well, still nice and bouncy. Then you have all these different types of prawns and clams. And what's really delicious here, what is different than from other places, is this soup broth here. Normally at other places they use, non-halal places, they use pork bones and prawn to make the soup broth here. Here is a seafood broth. So all the different seafood you saw earlier, all is used to make this broth, and it's totally thick in flavor, thick and delicious. And when you eat this, what you need to do is first of all pour in the chili powder, which is a must, adds in an extra dimension to the taste, an extra spicy dimension. And then you need to also re-soak the clams into the soup because it will make it much more moist and very delicious, and something which you cannot even get in non-halal prawn mee, because non-halal prawn mee only have prawn or pork ribs. Here you have also with clams and other types of seafood, which is totally delicious, totally unique to this shop here. So if you want to have prawn mee, this is one of the better prawn mees you can get in Singapore. Very yummy, very delicious, and must try. Next up is one of these small little coffee shops that you can find in a lot of shopping centers in Singapore. It's called Encik. There are other places that are also halal certified, but so far I like to come to this place here. The previous branch was actually at 313 Somerset at basement 3. This one is at basement 2 at VivoCity. So the name of the store is called Encik, halal certified, and they sell food. It's actually a coffee shop, but it's in a shopping center. They sell food. They can find hawker food, Chinese style hawker food that you can find at most places. But here is halal, so you can come here and have different variety, a wide variety of different items. Like from here, this front corner here, you can actually order the drinks like coffee and also this snack item called a popiah. So this popiah is actually basically you have a rice crepe, which inside there is wrapped around different types of ingredients like a turnip, some vegetables, some egg, and some crunchy bits of crunchy kind of batter that gives it a very nice different crunch. Only thing is, normally the popiah is normally not so thick. Here somehow the uncle wasn't very skilled at making it, so he didn't really pack the popiah very tightly, and also he put in too much ingredients. But I'm not complaining about having too much ingredients. If you give me too much ingredients, I'll be more than happy to eat it. I have no complaint about that. Just that it's not tightly packed, so it's a bit difficult to eat when you want to use your chopstick to pick up the different pieces. It breaks away easily. And so here is a nice cross section of the popiah. So you have a very nice sweet prawn paste. Then you also have some chili here. Then you have the turnip, stewed turnip, some vegetables, some crispy batter, which so when you bite into it, not only do you have nice crunchiness from the fresh vegetables and the turnip, but also nice crunchy bite batter that gives it a very different textural bite. So a very interesting, a very nice, a very good snack to have if you come here. What happens is, if you want to place an order, what you need to do is you need to go to this counter here where you see that there's order here. Then at each counter they sell a different type of food. On my right there you can see they sell like fishball noodles or laksa, basically noodles. And on my left they actually sell curry rice. And then further on my left another counter which they sell banh mi or dry banh mi. So what I did was, what I really like to come here for is to come here for their laksa. So normally you'll come to this counter here and then you order their laksa and then make payment, then pick up the laksa and then come and eat at your table. So this is the laksa. This is their smallest portion, which cost me $4. The portion size is a bit small, but it's sufficient. First of all, it has a very good taste. The laksa broth here, very delicious. Lemak with a very nice dried prawn flavor coming from it. It's nice and spicy and full of the delicious coconutty laksa flavor. Then the noodles, they cook it well and goes very well with the broth. The bean sprouts is slightly underdone, but still good. Noodles cooked well. And then you also have the deep fried tofu, which absorbs the laksa broth very well. So what you have in here is of course the noodles, which is a rice noodle, a bit then you also have an egg, a hard-boiled egg. You also have some deep fried tofu and a few other kind of tofu items, and fish cake, which absorbs all these ingredients here, all absorb the delicious laksa broth. So overall, I must say this place here does a very good example of a laksa. If you want to eat a Chinese style laksa, this is a very good place to come and try it, because the laksa here, as compared to other places, is good. A very good example of laksa, and halal too. And if you go to the next counter, they actually sell curry rice. Yes, curry rice, which is also another staple of Singaporean hawker food, quite popular at a lot of hawker centers. And here what you have is you have some deep fried items, like you can have it with chicken, you can have it with prawn. Depends what type of meat you want. Then you eat it together with some stewed cabbage and then with some curry. So I ordered here their chicken cutlet curry rice, which cost me $4.30, which is actually quite an affordable price for curry rice. So as you see on your left, you have some stewed cabbage, and then this is the chicken cutlet, fried very nicely, still crispy, nice and tender, bouncy meat. And then you have the rice. The rice here is generously poured onto it, nice different curry. And then you have the stewed cabbage, and on top there a fried egg. So let's get back to the rice. So on top of the rice here, they actually poured in on top of the rice the curry, and together with, I think, some sauce. So the rice here is flavored very nicely. The curry has a very good curry flavor, very delicious, very flavorful, a bit peppery, but the curry here gives excellent delicious curry flavor to all the ingredients, and somehow all the ingredients also goes very well with the curry sauce. Everything eaten together makes it very delicious, goes well together, complements each other, and something that if you do come here, something you must try. So you can also have, instead of having chicken cutlet like I had, you can have it with the prawns. You can also have it with fish. You can have it with a chicken thigh, which is the curried chicken thigh. So depending on what you want, you can choose what you want. Also, another popular hawker food item is banh mi, which you can have it with soup or dry. Basically, is in other places they call this handmade noodle with a clear soup.
So from VivoCity basement 3, you go up, go to the next building, which is Harbourfront. Go to the second floor. Next to the KFC, there's actually an overhead bridge. Take the overhead bridge, walk all the way across the road, Telok Blangah Road, cross Telok Blangah Road to find our next location.
This is Telok Blangah Road, and this is the bridge that we're going to use, this overhead bridge, to cross over to the other side, and we are going to head here. This place is called Seah Im Food Center, and it's also another food center next to VivoCity, which is a popular shopping center. And you can also get here by using the MRT. Over there is actually Harbourfront MRT station, and from that exit you can actually walk down following the covered walkway over to the food center, Seah Im Food Center. So this place here is also another place that you can come here to have lots of food, mainly Malay food, mainly Indian Muslim food. And this is an open air food center. And what I'm going to bring here to try is not a Chinese hawker food, street food, but one from Thailand, a Thai hawker food, a Thai street food popular in Thailand. Yes, and the name of the place that we're going to bring you to is called Thaksin beef noodles. Not only do they sell beef noodles, but they also sell pad thai. But normally I do not eat pad thai outside of Thailand because somehow they don't know how to cook it properly. But here, what they do well is the beef noodles. I haven't tried their pad thai here before, but I really like their beef noodles. Here, they do it very well. Something that if you are here, you should also give it a try. So this is their bowl of beef noodles. I ordered the mixed version, and here you can see there's actually some herbs on top of the soup. One thing I really like about this store is it has a really good beefy soup stock. A very good beefy flavor coming from the soup stock, flavored with beef and herbs and spices. Very nice, very delicious. Then the soup is so flavorful that it penetrates the noodles very nicely. And here, the soup here is one of the special features of this dish. Makes this dish very special. So you can see I actually ordered their kway teow noodles or their flat rice noodles, but look at the soup here. The soup here, you can see a lot of sediment. This is all the herbs and spices that they use in the soup, which makes it so delicious, so yummy, so good. And then you also have different types of mixed beef pieces in there. All the pieces all nice and tender, all cooked very delicious, all very flavorful, all very yummy, all just so good. And the fresh herbs that's on top there gives it an extra delicious, extra fresh dimension to the soup. So everything here done very nicely, very yummy, very good. So very nice. And so this brings us to the end of our video here, our halal food adventure. I hope you enjoyed it. And before you go, please do me a favor. Please help support this channel by liking this video, sharing this video, and also subscribing to the channel. And lastly, but the most important thing, don't forget to join me for my next adventure, my next food adventure. I will see you there. Bye bye.